Prince William and Kate today marked the first anniversary of Queen Elizabeth II's death with a small private service at an ancient cathedral in Wales. The Prince and Princess of Wales travelled to St. David's Cathedral in Pembrokeshire. Exactly a year since the nation's longest reigning monarch died at Balmoral aged 96. Crowds gathered to catch a glimpse of their arrival in the grounds of the cathedral from dawn, but they had to wait in the sunshine after fog nearby meant the couple's helicopter had to be rerouted and their arrival delayed by more than an hour. William and Kate had been due to arrive at 12:25 p.m., but eventually turned up around 1:30 p.m. and greeted well-wishers before walking inside for the 10-minute service. One well-wisher could be heard shouting towards William, "You're doing a great job." In a poignant moment during the service, William walked forward with Kate, who placed a floral tribute of white roses in front of a photograph of Queen Elizabeth II. After laying the flowers, Kate, who was wearing a pair of earrings that once belonged to the late Queen, stood for about 10 seconds with William in quiet contemplation with their heads slightly bowed, before turning and walking away. The Very Rev. Dr. Sarah Rowland Jones, Dean of St. David's, told the congregation, "It is particularly poignant to welcome you here, Your Royal Highnesses, on Accession Day, the first anniversary of the death of Her late Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. She came here 4 times. The only monarch to sit in the sovereign's stall, the seat of a chapter member which came into the possession of the crown at the Reformation. Today countless numbers will be remembering her with both sadness and with great affection, giving thanks again for her long life of dedicated service, as we do here." Their trip came at the same time as William's brother Prince Harry made a shock and secret visit to St. George Chapel, the Windsor church where the Queen is buried. In St. David's, royal fan Amanda Bentley, 47, from Pembroke Dock, arrived with her friends at 9:30 a.m. She told Mail Online, "We thought it would be a good opportunity to come down and see Wills and Kate. I think it's nice they have a modern approach to the monarchy, and I think William and Charles will be a good example for future generations, because they had such a good example set for them, by the Queen. It was an opportunity we couldn't afford to waste. We are delighted to have this opportunity on our own patch. They are doing a grand job and we remember their grandmother fondly." American tourists Matt and Lori Colby, 60, from Wisconsin, canceled a day trip to the Mumbles when they discovered William and Kate were visiting. Mrs. Colby told Mail Online, "I always liked Princess Di, that's how I got started. I liked their family life. They are a good example. The late Queen visited the cathedral 4 times during her reign, in 1955, 1982, 1995 and 2001 and had sat in a special stall within the cathedral choir. St. David's was a place close to the Queen's heart and the decision of the Prince and Princess of Wales to go there reflect that affection, and their new roles. Britain's smallest city had lost its city status, but in 1994, at the Queen's request, it was returned along with the Northern Irish town of Armagh in recognition of their important Christian heritage and their status as cities in the last century. It came as the royal family collectively mourned the monarch. Earlier, the king looked emotional as he left Crathie Kirk near Balmoral, having paid a moving tribute to his adored mother. As the nation marks the first anniversary of Queen Elizabeth's death today, crowds gathered at Buckingham Palace and army gun salutes honoring Her Majesty rang out across the United Kingdom. William and Kate also shared their own favorite pictures of the late monarch and said, "Today we remember the extraordinary life and legacy of Her late Majesty Queen Elizabeth. We all miss you." The couple posted a number of images of the late monarch on their Instagram page today, including one showing the Queen with her great-grandchildren at Balmoral, which was taken by Kate Middleton. Another photo shows the family marking the Platinum Jubilee celebrations on the balcony at Buckingham Palace on June 2, 2022, just 3 months before the late Queen's death on September 8. St. David's has been a site of pilgrimage and worship for more than 1,400 years, since St. David, the patron saint of Wales, settled there with his monastic community in the 6th century. Since the Reformation, one of the choir stalls has been in the possession of the Crown and is known as the Sovereign's Stall. This makes St. David's the only UK cathedral where the Sovereign has a special stall in the choir among members of the chapter, the governing body of the cathedral. Meanwhile, the King and Queen today attended a special service at Crathie Kirk to commemorate the life of the late Queen Elizabeth, and appeared moved by warm wishes from crowds who also gathered to mark the anniversary of her death. Charles and Camilla made the short journey by car from the nearby Balmoral estate to the Scottish Church, where successive monarchs have worshipped since Queen Victoria. The couple spoke to crowds outside afterwards who shared their condolences and handed them bouquets. The king told them that the flowers were wonderful and joked with children about getting back to school. Other royals were also at the service, including the Queen's great-nephews Samuel and Arthur Chatto, sons of Lady Sarah and Daniel Chatto, and the grandchildren of Princess Margaret.